Hi, this is Matthew Robert Payne. I've written 215 uh, non-fiction Christian books on Amazon, and I've written, produced 6,100 videos here on YouTube. Um, so many people are Christians, so many people have a relationship with God, but they've never talked to God. They've never had a two-way conversation with God. And one of the keys to growing in intimacy is having two-way conversations with God. You can imagine having a relationship and trying to date and you speaking to your girlfriend or speaking to the boy that you're dating, and you speak and speak and speak, and they never speak back. If you tried to develop a really close relationship and they didn't speak back, it would be very hard. Even people who are deaf, they learn how to sign and talk to each other, even though there's that thing in the way. So there's reasons, there's a number of reasons why people don't attempt to speak to God. One reason would be people don't feel they're worthy to speak to God. A lot of people might see the Queen, uh, the the old Queen, before she died, going uh, going along a fence, greeting people. A lot of people may not feel worthy to go forward in the fence and get the Queen's attention because they don't feel worthy to speak to the Queen. That can happen to people who are Christians. They don't feel that they're good enough. I think they're too much of a sinner. They don't think they're holy enough to speak to God. And that can be a reason. Another reason why people don't attempt to have two-way conversations with God is that they're scared that they'll hear from a demon. They're scared that Satan will speak to them. They're scared of being deceived. And in my book, How to Hear God's Voice, you can look at my book, How to Hear God's Voice, on Amazon. It's got a woman with headphones on the cover. It's got like a brown cover, so you can look up that How to Hear God's Voice. I spend a lot of time talking about a counterfeit Jesus. I speak about a counterfeit Holy Spirit that masquerades as God's voice, and I describe in detail what that counterfeit sounds like, his personality and how he talks, and so that you can discern, that you can grow in your discernment and learn to only take stock and pay attention to the real God speaking and not the false God. So that is a possibility. The false Jesus, the false Holy Spirit spoke to me for years, and I had to learn that I was listening to a counterfeit, and I had to learn to discern the real voice of God. And in my book, How to Hear God's Voice, it'll teach you how to discern that voice and make sure you're talking to the real God. Um, and some people are that fearful to start to try and speak to God and hear from Him because they fear that they'll be speaking to themselves. I think that they'll be going crazy, that they'll be asking God questions and then their own mind will be answering the questions, and they don't want to be delusional or mentally ill. And they don't want to go crazy, so they fear speaking to God. But um, I can tell you, if you can get over the fact that you don't think you're worthy, if you can reach a stage where you do feel worthy to speak to God, if you can pick up my book and read the qualities and the characteristics of the false Holy Spirit, and you can get some practice in speaking to God, which my book will teach you, then you can overcome those three uh, uh, problems that you may face speaking to God. I speak to God regularly, nearly every night. In Australian time, I do an interview with God, and I speak back and forth to God and saints from heaven. And you can check those out on my YouTube channel. I hope that you enjoyed this video. It really is possible to have a relationship with God and have two-way conversation with God. In the book, we'll suggest questions that you can ask and the way that you can operate in your conversation with God, the types of questions that he answers, the types of questions that he doesn't answer. So I hope you can spend the 99 cents on Kindle and buy that book for yourself. I really encourage you. I don't know, I personally don't know how my Christian life would be if I couldn't speak back and forth to Jesus and back and forth to God. I don't know how people do it who haven't got a conversational relationship with God. I know some people are pretty motivated in their faith, even though God doesn't speak back to them. But it seems that that would be a relationship that would pale in insignificance compared to my relationship. So I hope you enjoyed this. I didn't do this video to sell you a book. I basically wrote the book to solve a problem and to help people become equipped to start their first conversation with God. The book currently has 79 reviews. You can go to the book's page on Amazon and read the reviews if you need confidence and you need a reason to buy the book. Just read the people's reviews. It's got 4.5-star reviews from the 79 reviews. So I encourage you to do it. I didn't start this video to sell you something, but I ideally wish that you could get that book and start your relationship with God. God bless.